clip.
Happy.
That's cap.
I don't think that dude is a happy.
Okay, crap.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a happy dude.
Why?
He doesn't have a good woman in his life.
Oh, he has many.
He does. You can't have many good women.
Yeah, you can.
Somebody that gives you more than just pussy. Like some sort of like deeper fulfillment. I don't think so.
Deeper
I don't
fulfillment
think
is some matrix shit, bro. Women don't provide that much.
I think a goal in life is to find a partner that you feel like you can like go on the journey of life with. It's somebody that you share your thoughts and feelings with. It's somebody you share struggles with. You go through life moving to different places, traveling around. Like you might share hobbies.
Why with
like,
one? Yeah.
You don't have time to build those really deep relationships with 5 or 6 or 7 or 20 different women. You can't do that.
And you see, I don't disagree with what Destiny is saying about like that. That's exactly what a woman does. A woman does provide fulfillment in a man's life. All right. At the end of the day, you want to strip down all this societal bullshit. All right. You want to look at straight black and white. Biologically, we're meant to reproduce, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I need you. You need me in order to do that. Fact. So yeah, you fulfill me and I fulfill you. That's why it's essentially like we need each other in different ways. All right. So I do agree with Andrew Tate with Destiny. As far as Andrew Tate being unhappy, Andrew Tate is in a position where I think he can make it all work out if he wants to. You know, he has a strategy, he has a plan. Now, if you were to apply that to most guys, I would say, nah, that's not going to work out for most guys. Way too much maintenance, way too much work, way too much money, way too much movements, way too much strategy than most guys are willing to even do in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I think at some point in your life, you're going to want something a little bit more because those types of relationships are pretty empty. They're not very fulfilling. I don't think Andrew Tate surrounds himself with empty relationships. I think he's very, very, very selective of the women he chooses to spend his time around because he's very, very diligent of how he spends every second of his day.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I agree.
You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing.
And if you think about it, Destiny does a lot of what he feels like fucking doing.
So you don't think he's a happy guy, Tate?
So this is I think this was pre his banning, this clip.
Got it.
So it's hard because there are videos that I've seen and it feels like post banning. It feels like
you see how he says, it feels like, God, it bothers me so much when it's coming from a guy who's supposed to be very intellectual.
like he's either changed the way that he's communicated a lot or he's changed on some of the things that he's communicating. But it's always hard to tell because in different videos, it feels like people are saying different things. Sometimes it's hard to tell if people are joking or not. But it feels like afterwards
it feels like
what I've seen him say tends to vibe more with like, oh, I think this is like a healthy or good message or whatever. In terms of, because I feel like I've heard him say after his banning.
God damn, can you stop saying I feel like? That was like 6 times that you said I feel like, bro. Breathe air a little.
Breathe air.
Importance of having like a good woman in your life that like can like build a life with her. I feel like I've heard like a specific video of him talking about it. But the
he can't stop saying I feel like, man.
Babe, I'm losing his point because of how often you stop it.
Anytime there's somebody that has to like sell their success by flashing like a ton of wealth, a ton of women, like that generally reeks of insecurity or unhappiness to me, because usually when I see it, and it's not always the case, but usually when I see it, when I think of somebody that has confidence, I think of somebody that can like walk through a lot of different types of communities, sometimes with judgment from a lot of different types of people, but they feel secure in themselves and what they stand for at the end of the day. When I think of somebody that's lacking self-confidence, I'm thinking of somebody like, this is somebody that needs to obsess over the social signifiers of status so that other people are saying they're doing a good job. And a lot of people in the red pill community, including Andrew Tate, maybe not as much, but in the past, seem to obsess over those social signifiers. Look at my cars. I'm cool, right? Look at all my women. Women like me, right? Like, look at all my wealth. Like, I've got a lot of money. Right? That's what it feels to me. It's like this begging for attention, right? When I walk into a room and I talk to women, I don't have to talk about how much money I have. I don't have to talk about how many women I fuck, because I know what I have and I know what I've done. I don't have to sit there and advertise myself. You either like me or you don't. And if you don't, then fuck you. I don't care. Yeah. It's very easy.
All right, wait. What did you get from that point? All right, we gotta stop there.
So he was basically
made a lot of
saying
different points.
that Andrew Tate is the man who surrounds himself with tons of women to cover his unconfidence.
Well, what they're saying is that what Destiny is saying is that in the red pill space, there's a lot of women, money, and like just like cars and shit, right? Essentially, women, money, and cars, right? You need to flash these things, and that's like a projection of insecurity, is what he's saying. He's saying that most people in the space are so insecure that they only turn to these things and they see these things as like the most significant things. Andrew Tate, when you really listen to what he's saying, these are not the things that make you a man. These are status signals.
Yeah,
these are status signals, right? These things can be used as tools to propel your life. It's not something that you need to have. It's something that you must or should have if you want to propel your status in life. All right. So it's a status signal. That's the way society views it. And if you use it as a tool, then it can be very beneficial in your life. Andrew Tate is a person who walks through life with values through every channel that he goes through. He walks with values. He has the same set of values. And in every interview, you see him state the same exact values. You see a lot of the repetitive things that he says. It's getting very repetitive because, again, he's a person with a very strict mentality. He knows the lessons he's learned in life, and he takes them and he shares them with people. And how does he capture your attention? By saying controversial things, having great hooks, by, again, the money, the wealth, and the cars. They're great hooks. They always work. They will always forever work, right? So Destiny's making great points, and he's trying to say that, maybe not Andrew Tate, blah, 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 but he's trying to also at the same time, trying to draw up the argument that it's like, oh, because most guys in this space are insecure and they need these things, then therefore Andrew Tate must also be that kind of guy. And I think Destiny just has a very, I feel like approach to what he's talking about and not a logical approach, right? I mean, we've heard him say, I feel like 10 different times.
That's true.
All right. So let me see what you guys are saying. Thirsty. Let me see. Stefan, you need to do what you're supposed to do. Mr. Got Plenty. He is the last person that should be giving men information. Thirsty. Hearing that guy ruined my day. I'm sorry, bro, but it don't matter. Don't matter. All right. We got to react. We have to listen to things that make us uncomfortable so that we're able to debate it and communicate it better. Right?
Facts.
Jojo, I mean, I would flex with women, cars, money, and status too if I worked hard for it like Andrew did. Exactly. And that's why they are tools you use as a status symbol to help you propel in life. All right. Tyreek McLaughlin, doesn't Tate show men what to aspire for and teaches how to get it? Exactly. That's the exact point I made again. Tool, uses it, shares it with others.
Easy to move on to the next thing. Yeah.
But I think there's a deeper thing going on, though. Because
Okay.
I do understand that. I think surface level, I feel you on that. But I think everything that comes down to if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, if you work on yourself, if you improve your status, if you work out, if you kick ass, if you actually follow this recipe for what it's like to be a high value man and increase your status, then these are the byproducts. These are the jewels or the booty, the winnings of doing all that. So it's one thing to say, work out, do well, improve yourself, make money. Okay, but why? So you can get fast cars, big houses, and hot women.
Well, I think
And the truth is that society reflects that if you are successful, you will have these things, right? That's why I say you attract those things by doing the things that you don't want to do. You must just fulfill your obligations as a duty. And that's why he says it. That's why I love this button.
You need to do
What you're supposed to do,
not
not
what you feel like fucking doing. That's the difference between a man and a fucking child.
So by doing that, you will attract all those things, and you'll be able to use those things as leverage to propel you higher in life and status.
the
I think
goal,
there's-
the rainbow at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, there's two things to that. One, I don't think Andrew Tate says that anymore, which I approve of, because they did like that emergency meeting, I think, or whatever. And I want to say it was during that meeting. I think Sneeko was there. I think Andrew Tate spoke about how like different people have different talents. Not everybody's meant to be a fucking leader. Like followers and workers are important. They make society go on. So
And why does Andrew Tate talk about that? Not everybody's meant to do that because, again, he plays chess, right? So he sees life and everything as a chessboard. You need pawns. You need people in certain positions to move for you, right? And then the people aside you, those are the people you trust. Those are the people you vetted. You got your bishops, you got your horses, you got your rooks, you got your queen. All these people, you know how they provide to you in your life, and you know what kind of value you bring in their lives. And you guys all need to plan. Well, you need a strategy. You need a strategy as a top G. You need to strategize and move accordingly.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like that's the way in which he visualizes and sees everything. That's why not everybody could be the king, because then you would have no chessboard. You have no chess game.
True.
it seems like he moderated that message a bit there. Number one. Number two, an issue that I have is that when a lot of Red Pill people talk about these things, the byproducts of their success to other people, I think, become the fixation and the goals. It's a lot different to say, if you're a really high value man, you're really cool, you do all this stuff, damn, you might have like 5 or 10 women that want to fuck you at one time. It's different that reality is a lot different than a guy who's like, I need to get 5 or 10 women to fuck me at one time, right? I think that these two realities, even though they look a little bit different on the outside, they're far different.
Well, it's appreciating the journey rather than just being fixated at the end of the journey, what you could get.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, guys should do that. Guys should be telling themselves, yo, you know, I need essentially like 5 women. Like basically, if you are starting from 0, if you're going through that mentality of, oh, I need women, I need this and that, you should be going through that. There's a reason why you're telling yourself that, because you're not going out and doing what you want to do. You're not going out and figuring out how to get it. You're not failing and then challenging yourself and then overcoming and succeeding. That sense of accomplishment is what you need to build your self-confidence. So men need to go through that. Again, men build their value. We are not born with it. So, of course, you're going to go through that. And, of course, you're going to make mistakes. You're never going to be perfect.
A little bit. It's that the goal shouldn't be... I'm quoting Myron here a little bit. The goal isn't the women and the money. The goal is to be the type of person.
Yo, Destiny's red pill, bro. He's quoting Myron right now. He's quoting Myron. He's got a little red pill in him. I know Destiny's red pill deep down.
Has the women and the money,
Of course.
Which the first message I think is one of the most destructive messages you can ever put out, which I think most people that follow Ripple stuff end up believing it. The second message is one of the most positive messages that you can put out.
Well,
and that's always like the dance.
And that's why I agree with Myron, because like when I'm sitting down with Patrick and Andrew Tate and myself, we were like, we're all came from nothing and we've all reached millionaire status and beyond. And that feels good because you know what it's like to be broke as a joke, sleeping on friends' couches, crashing, being the fucking janitor, to be at the school. You know this yourself, Destiny. And the fact that you've reached that hierarchy and you've reached that plateau, it's like that's the reward system. Versus, I mean, I live in Miami, born and raised in Miami my entire life, which is now the crypto capital of the world. I see these 24-year-old dudes who fucking got lucky on fucking whatever altcoin, shitcoin, that have never done anything in their life. They've never struggled. They've never done anything that took hard work. They were maybe fucking drug dealers that had to use Bitcoin to
and
fucking
the worst is
get
they're out here
ahead.
giving fucking finance advice.
And then
now.
next thing you know, they become a crypto millionaire. It's like,
Yeah.
homie, you've done nothing.
And then you know what the funniest thing is? That what happens with fast money? Just as soon as the fast money comes,
lose them
you
quickly.
lose the fast money just as fast as it comes in, right? That's why it's so much more important to build the skill that makes you $1 million and not just the luck that you put your $1 million into.
It's the way they say you can give the fisherman a fish or you can teach him how to fish, you know.
Nice, babe. I like that one.
It's
a good one, babe.
No, I don't know how to translate it correctly, but this is the way we say it in Russia. Because like by giving them a fish once, you're gonna make them full once, but then like teaching them how to fish is gonna make them full for
forever.
the rest of their life.
Yeah. Look at you. Look at you being a little Confucius out here.
City boy! City boy!
All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Raul Carrillo, shout out to you. Some people think that if you are not the leader or the king, you are the loser. So people just need proper leadership and need to be the foundation. I mean, at the end of the day, remember, understand that men are always saying in this space that we want women to be submissive. All right, and that's true. Women should be, you should find a woman that's submissive to you. If you want a woman that's submissive to you, you need to understand that men are way more submissive than women are. All right, we need to humble ourselves to people that are bigger than us, to people that are leaders that can lead us in the right direction, right? That's why it's important. If you want to grow as a man, you're not going to be Andrew Tate tomorrow. You need a mentor. You need somebody that, you need to aspire to be someone that has all the things that you want. You need to go and you need to help them, and you will learn from them, and you will humble yourself, and you will listen. Yes, sir. Done. Absolutely. How fast can I get this done for you, right? That's what makes you a strong, you can go from a strong staff, a strong employee, and you will build yourself into a leader. This is the same hierarchy that's been forever in the army, right? You go from grunt, they in the Marines, they start you off as shit, they shave your head, you're a jarhead, you're nothing, you're a piece of shit. You're a roach, and you have to build yourself up from that. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in any business, anywhere in life with status. All right, so as men, we are the most submissive. We humble ourselves to higher authorities. We learn from it. We grow, and therefore we're able to lead and protect our women through those experiences.
Okay, and those are the guys that end up getting fucking taken by women, end up getting jerked around by dudes. You know, you want to go to a club and buy bottles, 10,000 minimum. Oh, okay. Whereas like me and my friends are getting fucking bottles for free because we know the owner or we are the owner. So they're like sitting ducks because they don't understand. There's book smarts and street smarts. It's almost like they got book smart with the crypto thing, but street smart, they have not struggled, that have done anything.
Sure.
That's the problem with getting rich quick.
I'm just saying that the issue that I have is that I really like that clip because
And just so y'all know, like I'm a victim of this as well, bro. I put money into crypto too. I fucking lost, bro. I lost a lot, man. I lost a lot. But see, this is why I'm
She
smart.
lost my Hawaii trip.
I lost a lot, yes. And that's an L. That's an L for me. But you know what? Do you think that I just made, babe, did I make money off crypto and then I just sat there and chilled and did nothing and just watched Netflix all day?
No, that's not true.
Hell no. I doubled down. I worked 10 times harder because now I'm like, now I have something to fucking lose. I don't want to lose this shit. And I ended up losing it anyways. But did my life change? No, because I'm diversified, because I learned, hey, don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially in something that's so risky. It's not worth it. Right?
Facts.
So, you know, like that's the whole point of essentially humbling yourself and teaching yourself. And this is why you need to build skills. And like money is just a number. It doesn't mean anything until you see it as a tool, as a source of value to propel you to the next level. And that's where skill comes in. You need to be skilled at that.
because I think you can see the difference between what Tate seems to try to embody and say versus how the message is received from fans, right? Because there is no world where you've got 20 valuable women in your life that you're building relationships with. That's never happening. But I think people see Tate's life and they hear his message, and sometimes that's what they walk away with, and that's
to
the
be
scary
clear
thing
here.
to me.
I think myself, everyone would love a woman to share your life with.
Sure.
Like, I'm not a fucking red pill, like women ain't shit guy, not at all. Okay, I'm green pill if anything. Like, you can be red pill, you can be blue pill. I'm getting that money, getting that status. That's where I'm at. Okay, but.
Dude is red pill. He's just like, nah, I just don't want to be associated with that. I don't want to get canceled. Don't cancel me. I'll say I'm green instead. That's what he's doing right there, coping.
I'm purple then.
It's like
I have a little bit of everything.
You're purple. Look, show him your nails. Show him your nails. Look. That's the pill she's on right there. Boom.
So that's sort of the problem is people get boxed into all these things. Like even your boy Sneeko, I think he's a talented kid.
For sure, absolutely.
Okay, I think he's talented, but I purposely use the word kid because he's how old?
He's 23, 24?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I was 23, 24,
Why is he trying to low bro him, man? I don't like that shit. Man, he's 24. He's almost a grown ass man, bro. I'm around that age, so I consider myself almost grown.
Melina, but yeah.
okay.
Wait, what?
I was
The
broke
age
as
thing.
shit. There was no YouTube. That wasn't a thing. I was a club promoter in South Beach. I was doing stand-up comedy. I was getting in where I fit in. And I was 24. I had very strong opinions. I was doing stand-up comedy. I had connections. I had access. South Beach nightlife. But I'm 24. Now I'm 42. Like you have to grow up a little bit.
I'm not, all right, he looks good for 42. I'm not gonna lie. No pause. No homo. But I mean, yo, I want to be 42 and look like that. I'm gonna keep it 100.
You'll see Sneeko in 10 years, 20 years is going to be a different person. So I would probably have the same perspective. Like how he says, like, well, women don't bring anything to the table. It's like, that's not true exactly, buddy. Okay, especially a good girl to have in your corner, like your girl Melina right here.
I think when Sneeko says women don't bring anything to the table, I think he's specifically talking about Western women today's age. Most of these women don't know what men actually care about, and if they don't know, how are they going to bring anything to the table? So that's where his message is coming from.
Like that's to me the problem of like downplaying the significance of the role of a woman.
Yeah, I
and at
agree.
the same time, you can be the leader in the relationship, and you can be the man, or you can be the alpha, whatever it is. But that doesn't mean she's a second-class citizen.
Sure.
And that's kind of the problem that I think the red pill has is that
No, I mean, bro, listen. For there to be a leader, there has to be a subordinate. It's a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? It's not an equality thing. Like people try to make this equality thing like fit or work. It just doesn't. It just always falls flat, and the guy is the one who ends up getting screwed.
Facts.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit! What'd I do?
The sound you turned
Crap.
off?
Yeah, turn on my bad.
but I purposely use the word kid because in where I fit in, and I was 24. I had nightlife, but I'm probably have the same perspective. Like how he says, like, well, women are a good girl to have in your corner, like your girl Melina right here. Like they're like that. That's to me the problem of like downplaying the significance of the role of a woman.
Yeah, I
and at
agree.
the same time, you can be the leader in the relationship, and you can be the man, or you can be the alpha, whatever it is. But that doesn't mean she's a second-class citizen.
Sure.
And that's kind of the problem that I think the red pill has is like, I'm the man and she ain't shit.
Yeah.
And it's not binary.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
don't
we
think
use
anybody
the
says
we use that here.
I've
It's
never heard anybody in the red pill say, "Oh, I'm a man and she ain't shit." That's crazy, especially when it's a woman that they admire, they respect, and they want to build a life with.
Wait, but didn't
The woman
Myron
ain't
said
shit.
something very similar? I'm not saying he said exactly the same thing, but something very similar when he went on a date with his girl and he was like, "Oh, a woman is all blah blah blah, but they don't like actually bring any value and stuff like that."
Yeah, again, and this was Myron talking to Cheyenne. That's what you're referring to. And he was and during the interview, he was like, most women are just blah 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 blah. Or all, you could even say he said all women are blah 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 blah. And it's because he's sat there and interviewed 1,800 women at this point.
Yeah, but
shout
you're
out to
saying
Myron.
Yeah, but then you're saying
And
that
what
no one ever said that the women ain't shit, and this is kind of sound like the women ain't shit, but just different.
like I said, women ain't shit. Again, I agree with that statement. The part that I disagree with is, again, my girl right next to me, the girl that I vetted for, the girl that is mine, the girl that I'm providing and protecting for. My girl ain't shit. My girl is the shit. She is the shit. Sorry. Fuck, I don't know why my side hurts. All right. But do you get my point? Like most women that are not yours, they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Until they've proven themselves, until you prove yourself to them and they prove themselves to you, right? Then they become worth something.
So I'm the shit.
So you're the shit, babe. You're the shit.
How does you calling me shit sound like a compliment?
Because it is. That's how I twist my words. It's manipulate.
It has to be
All right. That's that whole
beginning of the video. So my girl is a
take that
shit.
lesson. That's that city boy shit. All right, let's see what you say. Mr. Got Plenty says, George, that's a good point. I think we do need to listen to counter arguments in order to reconfirm your own thought process. Exactly. And that came from Andrew Tate. You got to challenge your beliefs. You got to be. Destiny's very intellectual. He's very smart. He's very logical. That's what he's known for. He does countless videos. But at the end of the day, he's still fallible at being wrong. And I know he's wrong because I've watched all the Andrew Tate videos. Andrew Tate, Destiny is definitely red pill, but wants to identify as blue pill just to be different. Exactly. And you know what? You know where's proof of that? Because Destiny just painted his hair blue to show that he's the ultimate blue pill simp.
Oh my god.
It's funny. But again, that's also marketing. I think that's his version of marketing. Andrew Tate rather just say truth and spit facts, and Destiny would rather just paint his hair and look like a clown. You can see the difference in kind of men. What man would you rather be? Andrew Tate, who spits facts, helps guys, raises masculinity points, and changes the world, or a guy who wants to just disagree, do blue pill shit, kind of hypocritical towards his lifestyle and what he preaches, and paints his hair blue to look like a clown? Who you want to be, bro?
You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing.
And that's why Destiny says, I feel like. All right, Andrew Tate, great point, George. Women complain about how they have to be submissive, but they don't realize men are way more submissive to other men who they respect. Exactly. And again, the whole thirsty is trying to say most women hold you back is because that's why women ain't shit, because most women will hold you back. Most women are liabilities. So that's why you need to make sure that, like I always say, you need to find one that is submissive, coachable. That's why you, as a man, you got to build yourself, you got to build your value, and you got to train the girl to live your lifestyle. You got to bring her in your lifestyle.
Ask you to not use that word.
I know, but I'm saying that's why I say that. I know it upsets you. But that's what coachable is, right? Coaching, training.
Okay.
I know. It sounds degrading. Okay, I got empathy.
Empathy.
Okay, empathy. It's my girl. All right. When it comes to my girl, I'll concede. Whatever. Compromise.
It's okay, maybe the man's the CEO, but the woman's the COO.
Yeah.
She can run the day-to-day operations while the man's making the major decisions. So if you like that clip, click.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. So, what'd you guys think of that? W video? Great video? Great reaction?
It was pretty boring.
It was boring? God damn. All right. Well, let me spice things up a little bit.